What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. Ooh, baby. Alrighty. Sorry, guys, I didn't have this one pre-planned, so I'm assuming it's going to take a while for anybody to hop on here. That's all right. If you stop in here, please say hello. Hit that like button on your way in, guys, if you could. We'll just kind of wait for some folks to show up. How's everybody doing out there? Got my egg whizzles. Yeah, usually I have this show pre-planned, but I wasn't sure if I was going to hop on here today. So I ended up having some time, so I figured I would pop on. Here I am. So Jeremy says, yo, what's up, Jeremy? Good to see you, my friend. How you doing, Jeremy? Good to see you, buddy. Jeremy, was that you that's switching to the shot soon? I can't remember. I know I was just talking to you last week, but I can't recall. Hopefully the YouTubes will start sending out some notifications so we can get some folks up in here. Oh, so you're tapering. All right, gotcha. So Jeremy says, good, bro. What about you? And no, I'm just lowering my dose. Okay. I feel like you've been around here for quite a while, Jeremy. Were you like one of my first subscribers? Like back in like 2019 or something? I feel like you've kind of come and gone over the years. if that's the same Jeremy you are. Pretty sure that was you. Jeremy, wasn't that you that was saying that you're like you're a tech or something last week? Is that you that was saying that? I just bought a car today. I went out and bought a car to flip. I bought a 2004 Cadillac CTS. I woke up this morning and checked my local car for sale app, and there was a really good deal on this Cadillac. So I like swooped right over and bought this car today. So very happy to get back out there in the car. You guys know I have a huge passion for cars and buying cars, fixing them, flipping them. I've been doing that for so freaking long. So, dude, I bought this Cadillac today for freaking $2,300. $2,300, man. It's a really nice car. I was really surprised the guy sold it so cheap. So, I guess he inherited the car, so it was kind of like a gimme car for him, and they've been driving it for 10 years. So, oh, Eric, Eric, you asked me about this like from time to time. No, I still have that BMW. I still have my BMW. So I have been actually lowering the price on it. I still don't really want to sell it. That's why I haven't like been too aggressive with the price on it. That's funny that you remember I have that car. So yeah, I still have the blue BMW. It's sitting in the garage. Brendan says, what's up, Brendan? How are you, bud? So yeah, Jeremy says, yeah, and I have, and yes, I've been here a long time. Yeah, I know I remember your name from the old school days for some reason. I love this CTS. Yeah, it seems like a really solid car. I mean, it's freaking almost 20 years old and like everything works. The body and the paint looks brand new on it still. I'm like, dang, these cars freaking hold up. I guess if they're taken care of, right? Eric, how's your withdrawal going? Are you still cruising, or how's that all going, man? Let's see here. I really want a 97 BMW M3, Jeremy says. I had an E46 M3 back in the day. I wish I would have kept it. It was silver. It was like mint condition. 97. Isn't that the last of the square, the E90 body series, the square body one? Is that the one you're talking about? I can't remember when the E46 came out. I think the 97 is still a square body style, isn't it? Yeah. I haven't seen one of those for a long time. It's a nice color. The color pops. Yeah, I love the color of my Beamer, man. It's like the perfect color setup. I love that car. I've literally only put like 5,000 miles on that car since I bought it 2 years ago. It just sits in the freaking garage. But now that springtime is finally starting to show glimpses. I'm going to start driving my Beamer again, so that's going to be nice. I've been driving my little Kia. I've been doing a lot of Ubering around, so I use my little Kia, my little junker car. It's actually a good little car. So Eric says, yeah, I'm still off the Oxy. The depression has got me, but it's to be expected. Yeah, for sure, man. How many days are you now, Eric? Good job, dude. That's freaking badass. I know that you've been wanting to do that for a long time, so I'm glad to hear that you're still going. Hopefully things are starting to look up a little bit for you, my friend. Looks like we've got 9 people in here, guys. Please say hello if you're in here. Please say hello, and please hit that like button. I don't see any likes on this video yet, guys. 0 likes. Unless I just got to refresh this baby. Let me refresh that first before I say that. Okay, we got 4 likes, guys. Please hit that like button if you could. Help a brother out. Help a brother out. Guys, have you guys... I'll bring it up in just a minute. We'll let some more people hop in here. So the square body one, I'd like to 2J swap one. Dude, that would be sick. I have a friend, his name's Cody Phillips. I don't know if you're into drag racing, but if you're into drag racing, you probably know who he is. He literally lives right down the street from me. He has a 6-second Supra, dude. 6. Quarter mile, not 1/8 mile. I was just... Oh, so you know Cody? Dude, I drove his car before on the street back in the day before it was 3,000 horsepower or whatever he has now. I literally drove his car with a parachute on the back on the freeway. What state are you in, Jeremy? Looking to Joel Grana's Supra. What up, Nate S? Good to see you, man. Nate S is like 120 days off Suboxone now. Maybe more. So you're in Alabama. Yeah, I know Cody goes over that way and races a lot. I think he was just out, where was he just last weekend? He posted up like a 6-second time slip at 202 miles an hour or something. Like, dude, I can't believe how fast cars have been able to come. He used to run like 11s here at our local racetrack back in the day when I was racing Talons and Eclipses. And man, he's just kept that car going over the years. And just like every year he gets faster, faster, faster. It's a badass car. I think Cody's kind of famous. I seen, what's that YouTube? It's like a really big car channel on YouTube. They did a thing about Cody's car a while ago. You know who I'm talking about. It's like the biggest drag racing YouTube channel. Forget the name of it. Oh, what's up, Stockton Slapper? He says, Eli here. What's up, Big Kev? Got off work today. Can finally catch a live stream. So I think, was it you, Eli, that was going to switch to Sublocade, or did you switch yet? I was trying to remember who I was recently talking to about that's going to switch in the near future. There's been a lot of people switching over, guys. So let's see. So he's been going more than 2 weeks. He's been off of Oxy. So yeah, shout out to you, Eric, man. You're kicking butt, brother. I'm sure you're kind of counting the hours over there. I think it was in Florida, if I'm not mistaken, where Cody was at last weekend. Oh, Ryan Woon, dude. Dude, I will never forget those videos when Cody and Ryan were both freaking, they were at Vegas. Cody and Ryan were freaking, but they were both like, that's back when they were like, I think they were like in the 8s. This was probably 10 years ago. Do you remember those videos when they were both like, dude, that was like some epic videos back in the day. I definitely remember when Ryan Woon, yep. Wait, you got an 8-second car? Is that what you're saying? Or you're saying that's what it was when they were running 8s? I guess Ryan Woon is a freaking baller too. He lives out, I think he lives in Vegas. He sells cars, if I remember right, from what Cody was telling me back in the day. I haven't talked to Cody for quite a while. But dude, yeah, the video when I think Ryan was driving Cody's car in one of the videos too back in the day. But him and Remember when Cody and Ryan were kind of teamed up for WOTM? Dude, those videos were so cool back in the day. 11 people in here, guys. Please say hello if you're in here. Please say hello. I'd like to build an all-wheel drive Civic hatch around 600 to 800 horsepower. Yeah, that's been cool. I've been seeing some more Civic all-wheel drive Civics. That's a really cool conversion, and those cars are so dang light that it's freaking awesome. It's awesome how much potential those cars have, and still have, even being like older cars now. You can't beat those for on the street. Yeah, that's why I always did the Talons and Eclipses, you know, because they come factory all-wheel drive, and I could just beat the crap out of those cars all day long. I actually have a tattoo of my first gen DSM on my calf. I don't know if I've showed you guys that before, but I've built a lot of Talons and Eclipses over the years. Yes, yeah, the Red Demon Talon. That thing's freaking crazy. I was actually gonna buy the crashed one that he was selling. He had it on eBay. The first version of the Red Demon. It was on eBay after he crashed it. I was gonna buy it and rebuild it, but I didn't. I just decided not to go that far into it. But yeah, the Red Demon's freaking. It's been cool to see him and Cody kind of, you know, taking each other faster over all the years. How you doing, Nate, with your Suboxone? Any issues at all with you being this far off of Suboxone? Oh, FloridaMandan, what's up, buddy? I didn't see you till now. FloridaMandan in the house. I guess FloridaMandan's going back to work soon, so I noticed he's been cranking out the videos over there. That's cool to see. I had watched a video that Florida Man was reacting to. It was something about the fentanyl crisis in St. Louis, and that was a crazy video, man. That fent dope they're talking about, or what do they call it? It's what is it? What is it? So it's fentanyl with what's the other drug that they use? You guys know what I'm thinking. Can't think right now. The other drug that suppresses you. Next Wednesday, back to the trank dope. So they put so it's fentanyl with what's the other drug they put in it? Is it God, what is it? It's not clonidine. It's the one that's kind of like clonidine. Since I've been here a while, you want to make me a mod? Jeremy, you want to be a mod? Are you gonna stay around? It looks like I've already. Looks like I've. So looks like I don't see. Oh yeah, xylazine. Yeah, and there's also they're putting. God, what else is it, guys? I don't know why my mind goes blank on here. It's like Xanax. It's the other one that's kind of like Xanax. All the new free agents coming. Oh shit, Ronan, what's up? I haven't seen you for a while, man. How you doing? All the new free agents coming on the team. Klonopin? No, it's not that. It's something. It's the other one that's kind of like the Klonopin and Xanax, but it starts with a B. I don't know why I can't remember the name of it right now. Clonazepam? No, it's like clonazepam. It's something really similar. I just can't remember the name of it. We all know what it is, but somebody's gonna say it here in just a minute. It's like same thing as all those. No, it's not that. God, what the hell is it? It's like the most basic name. A lot of people talk about how hard the withdrawal is from it. They say that the withdrawal is harder than opiates. Oh, what the hell is it called? Come on, guys. We know what it is. Somebody say it. I swear it starts with a B. And it's kind of like Xanax. I don't know why, but my mind is gone blank. I can't think of what the word is. No, it's a lot like Klonopin, but it's something else. Benzos, right? No, is that what it's called? I'm clueless now, Adrian says. Yeah, I think that's what they were just calling it benzo dope, benzofent or something like that. So they're adding benzos now to, I mean, is that the same thing as what they're talking about with so is that the same thing as the trank dope that they're talking about? Because I know the xylazine, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about how they've been putting xylazine. It's like, isn't that the horse tranquilizer? Dude, it's just crazy that all the things that they're coming up with, like to add into fentanyl now. It's like Xanax is a benzo. Yeah, isn't Klonopin? Aren't those all benzos too? I'm pretty sure that's what she called it, was benzo dope. I was watching like a documentary about it. Somebody correct me if I've got something wrong. I could have something wrong with what I'm talking about here. I don't know a whole lot about it. But dang, man, it's just freaking crazy. They're all benzos. Okay. I don't know why I thought there was a different name for it, but maybe the B word I was thinking was benzos. Sands and benzos. Ronan, what you been up to, man? Didn't you get off Suboxone a while back? I can't remember your scenario, but I know that you've been kind of checking in over the years with us. One thing is I never got into benzos because of hearing withdrawal is hell for a long time. Eric, I've been the same way, dude. I've always been afraid of. I've heard a lot of people say that the withdrawal is worse than opiates. So I never, honestly, I never got into benzos because I was that afraid. Just because I heard about people were talking about how bad the withdrawals were. Okay, let's see here. 4, 5, 6. Diazepam. That sounds familiar too. Yeah, I'm sure that's another one as well. Okay, so Ronan's tapering Kratom right now. Speaking of Kratom, real quick, guys, I wanted to bring this up here. So you guys might have seen or might not have seen that I put on the community tab that there is a huge amount of you guys that have either switched or are switching to the Sublocade shot. I looked at the poll that I did recently before this video, and I just did like an update to see what you guys are currently on or taking. And only 33% of the people that watch this channel are taking Suboxone currently, right? 10% of you are switching to Sublocade soon, and 22% of you guys have already made the switch to Sublocade. And I just thought that was crazy. I mean, there's literally almost as many people on Sublocade now that watch my channel that are on Suboxone. So it's like I've been saying recently, guys, I've been talking about this for a little while now, talking about how Sublocade is going to be the future of this type of stuff that we're going through, guys. And it's literally just because how much different it feels to be able to just go a month or two between doses, right? Like you just get so much of your time back. So I couldn't believe how big of a shift it has been for people. And that's been in 3 months, right? Like the shift has been huge. 3 months ago, I did the poll, and it was 50% of people that were watching this channel are on Suboxone. So it's literally like it's swayed a lot in just 3 months time, guys. So just imagine what that's going to look like in another 12 months, right? I almost guarantee there's going to be way more people that are on Sublocade than are on Suboxone that watch this channel anyway. Ronan, what's your Kratom taper like? Like, what's your dose at? Oh, here we go. VMan. VMan says, longtime watcher, I just changed my name here. I got on Sublocade Monday, so 2 days ago. I was at 4 milligrams of subs, and the doctor put me on 100 milligrams of Sublocade. The plan is 2 more shots of 100 and be done. I'm excited. So congratulations. How are you feeling right now with that transition dose? Does it feel just about where it should, going from 4 milligrams to the 100 milligram shot? Because now you're what, 2 days into it? What was your name before, VMan? Because I think I remember talking to you in the comments. I think you were one of the people that were asking me about how that transition would go. Let us know how it was going from 4 milligrams of Suboxone to the 100 milligrams Sublocade shot. Have you stopped? Have you been able to stop oral dosing yet? Or are you still doing oral doses? Ronan says, I'm about to go cold turkey with assistance from benzos and vitamin C. Okay, I've been hearing people talking about vitamin C stuff on the channel lately. Damn, Marky Rizzo, you made it in here, man. Good to see you, buddy. I wasn't expecting you to show up today. I don't see Deb in here either, so I think Marky Rizzo and Deb, they might start kind of backing away from the channel here, guys. So I know we've had them in here for quite a while, but it's not, it's not something that everybody wants to do, is always sit here on the YouTubes with me on this channel, and I totally understand it for sure. So it'll be cool to see them pop in from time to time. So Ativan is another benzo. Okay, so yeah, I think there's quite a few different benzos. CME, good to see you, CME. I really want to quit Kratom for 6 months, then use it responsibly a few times a week. But I'll have to have someone keep me accountable. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty hard, man. I'm not gonna lie. To be able to, if you're stuck on having to take something daily. Let me read this again. I really want to quit Kratom for 6 months. Oh, okay. So you want to go away from it for a while altogether, and then try to kind of come back and use it. Yeah, that might be kind of challenging, man. I'm not gonna lie, because I know how it feels to be on Kratom, and I remember exactly what it feels like. And I just think the thing that kind of makes it a little bit harder with people to control Kratom is the short half-life. But yeah, if you can find someone to help keep you accountable, I think Kratom could be an awesome tool for people that can use it, on an occasional basis. Even honestly, recreationally, I think that I would rather take Kratom recreationally than go get hammered in a bar somewhere, right? I mean, I don't drink, so drinking really isn't my thing, but that's just kind of how I look at it. But it's just, I know that it's kind of hard to control, the daily Kratom stuff. Do you have any side effects from Sublocade, or is there none? So the side effects from Sublocade are kind of similar to Suboxone. Like, my constipation gets worse after I get the shot, and then it gets better, through the month or two as the dose gets smaller. I think sexually, a little bit of side effects as well. I would say those are the two that are kind of the same to oral Suboxone, but that's really kind of it. Laura says, I got my doctor to switch me to Buca. Buca. I haven't read about Buca yet. It comes in small doses that I've been able to get 325 microgram doses, which I can cut into fourths. So is that a patch, Laura, or what is that? I haven't heard about Buca. Is it oral, or is it a patch, or how do you take that? I must say I don't feel great though. Doctor says it takes a few days to kick in, but y'all say it takes a month. Sooner the better. Yeah, so I find, VMan, that, what is it that you don't feel great? Does it feel like your bupe levels are too low, or do you feel like they're too high? Because some people cannot feel the best due to the opposite that they're thinking, right? Like, do you feel like it's too strong, or do you feel like it's not strong enough for you? I know that most people, if they're going to struggle on Sublocade, it's going to be the first month, because it's a different experience once you switch to the Sublocade shot. You're not going to have this stuff going on all day like you do when you're orally dosing. And some people can struggle getting used to the stability that you get once you're on Sublocade, right? It does take a little bit of time for your brain to kind of get used to feeling normal. So be patient with yourself. The first month is always the hardest. As soon as you get your second shot, it should be totally smooth from there, in my opinion, going off of my experience, right? So just push yourself as hard as you can. Try to stop the oral dosing as soon as possible. If you need to take some oral doses for your first month, then do it. But I think you'll be that much further ahead if you can somehow not take any oral doses from the start of your Sublocade treatment. So Ronan says currently dropped from 29 grams to 16 grams every 5 hours. Okay, so you're up there at pretty high doses, I see. So every 5 hours. Damn, man, are you spending a lot of money on Kratom every day? Every 5 hours? Were you on Suboxone a while, like back in the day, Ronan? I can't remember if you were on Suboxone, but I remember your comments from back in the day. I can't remember if you've always been on Kratom or what. TT Boy Laugh Out Loud was a troll account for something. Oh, so your name was TT Boy. I remember talking to you about that. I think last week you were on here. So Laura says, sorry guys, I'm getting a little bit behind the comments. I'll get caught up, okay? Just bear with me. Got 15 people in here. Please smash that like button. I see 13 likes on this. I know we can get that over 20 likes here pretty soon, guys. Please smash that like button for your boy. I would love it if you could. So I've gone from 16 milligrams of Suboxone to 650 micrograms, which is just over half of a milligram of Suboxone. Buca is made for pain management. So it kind of sounds like it's similar to the Butrans patch. Is that kind of similar to that, Laura? Because when you say micrograms, usually that means it's a patch from what I've seen and what I've researched. But congratulations going from 16 milligrams to, 1 milligram equivalent. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Leonid, I'm on 0.1 a day. I can't cut it any less. Yeah, that's a really tiny dose, man. Congratulations. You'll get there. Some people talk about doing some kind of water dosing once they get down to such tiny doses. I don't know how to do that. Keith James in the house. I love when Keith James gives us these updates. He says, what's up, everybody? I'm on day 37 from my second and final 100 milligram Sublocade shot. I feel great. I'm sleeping through the night. Just some very mild and minimal sweating. I'm meeting with my doctor in 1 week for a checkup. Awesome, Keith. Keep us in the loop, my friend. So Keith is really kicking butt there, doing only 2 shots of Sublocade and only 2 shots of 100 milligrams Sublocade at that. So shout out to you, Keith. Thanks for the update. Keep us in the loop, my friend. Yeah, I mean, Keith's only taken 2 100 milligram shots. You could still possibly expect some sort of minimal withdrawals, going through such small doses of Sublocade, right? And it's going to be awesome to hear how it goes for him going forward. So keep us in the loop, Keith. Hopefully things continue to work out for you, my friend. And I trade your egg white shakes. Yuck, dude. I'll be sticking to the powder. Dude, this stuff tasting like gold right here. Did you get everything right? It tastes so freaking good, dude. I would rather honestly have this than like a chocolate milkshake made at the store. This tastes better to me than that. Zach says, hey everyone, I'm here listening. What's up, Zach? Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, Ronan, I think Kratom is better than any pharmaceutical, but if you abuse it, it will abuse you back. Perfect. Well said. Yeah, if you abuse it, it will abuse you back. Yep. I live in Australia and I was put on methadone in prison 15 years ago, and I have been off everything else for 10 years clean, but my biggest addiction is methadone. I wouldn't be alive without it. Thank you for sharing that, Sarah. Put on methadone. Dang, there's a lot of people from Australia that find their way to this channel. I think that's cool. What's your dose of methadone? And yeah, I mean, if you're doing great on methadone, then I don't see the problem, honestly. There are a lot of people that do great, And I know that sometimes on this channel, guys, it can kind of seem like, it might kind of seem like I'm bagging, you know, Kratom or Methadone or Suboxone. But the truth is, guys, that not everybody can get put on Sublocade, right? Methadone, Kratom, Suboxone have all saved thousands of lives, and we all know this, right? So I hope that if you guys are on Methadone or Kratom or Suboxone, I hope that you guys don't ever feel like I'm trying to make you feel like just because you're not on Sublocade like I am, that you're somehow, your recovery isn't like ideal. Like, remember, guys, that there's a million different people out there. There's a million different scenarios. I can't speak for everybody. I'm just sharing with you guys what my experience has been and where I'm currently at, right? So if you guys are doing good on Methadone, if you're doing good on Kratom, if you're doing good on Suboxone, there's no harm, no foul in sticking with that, right, guys? If you guys find that you have some sober time and you're ready to taper off these medications, then do it, right? Ideally with the help of your doctor. Hopefully you have a good doctor. Let's see here. Just a bit low. He was going to try and give me 75, but I insisted on 100 milligrams. Yeah, so I would have opted for the 100 milligrams as well. And yeah, your body, I mean, you've only been on it, you know, 24, 48 hours now, VMan. So be patient with yourself. Your body's going to adapt to the new norm. The first week is the hardest, right? And you should start to normalize from there. So yeah, just be patient with yourself. Learn to get used to the new normal, because it is different being on Sublocade than being on Suboxone as far as how you feel throughout the day. So don't let the little brain, the little devil, create an issue that isn't really there, okay? You're going to be just fine. So Laura says it's a sublingual patch. You can stick it on the inside cheek. What? That's cool. Dissolve sublingually. It's pure buprenorphine. Buca is the way I jumped off of Suboxone. Cool. I haven't heard of that. So yeah, it sounds like you guys have some different meds over there in, I think she said it was Australia. I love hearing the different things that you guys are all experiencing out there. My doctor took me off of 2 milligrams of Suboxone a day to Buca so I could manage the taper, because I kept begging for some way to taper. Another thing I've heard too, Laura, is some people will switch to the Butrans patch. It's also in micrograms, so it's for people who are on lower doses of Suboxone. Here in the States, most doctors are hesitant to prescribe the Butrans patch for tapering off of Suboxone, just because the Butrans patch was made for pain patients, even though it's such a small dose, right? It's perfect for people who are tapered down to the lower doses of Suboxone. It's a once-a-week patch you can simply pull off and switch out, and then just taper you slowly that way, right? So you don't have to control it by mouth every day. I have been seeing some people talking about the Butrans patch here on the channel. I'm actually going to talk to my doctor about the Butrans patch and why they don't do it more here in our state, because I think it would be an awesome option for some people to have. Adrian says 37 days in, second shot was on the 20th of March. I was on 28 milligrams of subs for almost 6 years. These shots have completely replaced the medicine in me, and I feel absolutely great. Wow. So Adrian, congratulations. 37 days into Sublocade. Adrian went from 28 milligrams of Suboxone, guys. So I know that there are some people out there that think and that worry, for those of you who are on higher milligrams of Suboxone. Adrian went from 28 milligrams to the Sublocade shot, obviously probably the 300 milligram shot. And Adrian says, I feel absolutely great. So congratulations to you. Honestly, the Sublocade shot, you just kind of feel better and better as you go along. You build more trust with the medication as you go along too. So I've definitely noticed that. The mental part of not dosing was hard. Listen to what Adrian says. The mental part of dosing was hard, but after the second shot, it made it even easier to forget about. And that's exactly how my experience was, guys. Exactly what Adrian just said right there. As soon as you get that second shot, if you have a stockpile, you need to burn that baby, because if you keep that option on the table, you're going to keep reaching into there, guys. I promise you. Unless you've got some better mind control than I do. Let's just say that. Sorry, it's an oral buccal film, but I just. Callie Love, what up, girl? Good to see you, Callie. All right, let's see. Man, no physical withdrawal when you get low, but depression is real. It gets better, though. Man, no physical withdrawal when you get low, but depression is real. Gets better, though. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are struggling with depression. I've kind of always struggled with depression too, guys, honestly, just straight up with you guys. I've always had depression kind of come and go. With this winter dragging on so damn long, it's kind of really kept my mood kind of down in the dumps. But I know once spring gets here, things are going to start looking up. Oh, shit. Callie Love says countdown to my shot is 1 week exactly. So you're getting your shot in 1 week, Callie, or you've had it for a week? I was thinking about you yesterday, Callie, because I haven't heard anything from you for a while. And my apologies on the email, guys. There's a couple people that have emailed me. I haven't had time to respond to emails. I know that Mikey had sent me an email, something about, if you guys remember Mikey's scenario, he's got some really bad back pain issues. He said that his doctor only gave him the 100 milligram shot of Sublocade. But Mikey has two different doctors, and they're kind of telling him two different things. So he's kind of having issues as far as using Sublocade specifically for people who have really bad chronic pain. It's kind of looking like maybe that might not be the best option. But then again, I'm only speaking for Mikey. I know he has a lot of bad pain, so his doctor is going to give him full opiates to help with the pain in the future. So just some things to think about, guys. Remember that Sublocade might not work for everybody. There's a million different scenarios that come into play when it comes to talking about addiction. But there are many of you who are really enjoying the Sublocade journey. So shout out to you guys. And just remember, guys, if you try it for whatever reason and it doesn't work, then you can always go back to Suboxone or whatever you were taking before, right? It's really not that big of a deal. I tried Kratom, and my habit was $70 a day. Withdrawal off of Kratom is horrid. I went back to heroin, and I literally had more money using heroin. Suboxone saved my life. Wow. Wow. Woo! See, that right there, guys, shows you guys that everybody's situation is different. Everybody's. I mean, who would think that you would save money by going from Kratom back to heroin? Who would ever think that in a million years, guys? Suboxone saved my life. Yeah, Suboxone saved my life too, Laura. I definitely have to say, and I'll never deny that for sure. Wow, what an incredible story, Laura. Thank you for sharing that. I'm in Florida. I'm in the VA system. So the VA has Buca. Okay. Wait, I thought, wasn't that Laura that was saying that she was in Australia, or who was that? Sorry, I might be getting people mixed up now. Oh, that was Sarah. Okay. Yeah, I know FloridaMandan went from fentanyl to Suboxone. So, I mean, obviously it saved his life as well, and he's doing really good right now. So, Suboxone is saving a lot of people's lives. It's really cheap to get Suboxone. It's really easy to get Suboxone. You know, yeah, it's just really hard for somebody like me on this side of the camera to speak for everybody's recovery, because we're all at different stages. There might be people, I had a guy made a comment on one of my videos that I talked about, like what the feeling is that people get from Suboxone. And he was like, he felt like attacked that I was saying that people actually feel something from their Suboxone. He's like, it's people like you that, he was like going off on me. And I'm like, dude, like, you don't understand. Like, you need to watch more videos. He was basically like, I don't feel anything with my Suboxone. I come from fentanyl. And he's like, he was basically making it say like I wasn't trying to say that he was getting high off of Suboxone, but it's known that most people do feel some sort of effect from their Suboxone dose, whether it's euphoria, whether it's energy. Most people get energy, and for me, I just got calm and relaxed. It's something. You feel something. Most people feel something. Maybe he's a rare, I said, maybe you're a rare one that doesn't feel anything from your dose. And I said, that's probably best if you don't, because then you're not going to get hooked on that feeling that you would get, that some people do get, right? So yeah, guys, I don't want anyone to think that I'm like against Suboxone all the way. Like, it's just where I'm at in my recovery. I've been on Suboxone for 6+ years. I'm just ready to move on from the daily dosing. And I'm honestly ready to move on with my life from my addiction. I give my addiction 20 years of my life, right? Like, I'm ready to move on from that part of my life. I'm no longer in any sort of worry about relapse. I don't care about that kind of lifestyle anymore. I don't know anybody that even does that stuff anymore. So it's like the last thing I'm worried about is relapsing. But somebody watching this video, they might be somebody that just got clean off of fentanyl and they're on Suboxone. And I think that that's awesome for you guys to do that. Take as much Suboxone or Methadone as Kratom as you guys need to get off of fentanyl. I will never, and I have never said anything to the nature of Suboxone is worse than fentanyl or Kratom is worse than fentanyl. Like, I would never say that on this channel. So I know sometimes it can seem that this channel is kind of like, in some ways it seems like I'm against Suboxone, but you just have to watch more videos, right, guys? Because there's just so much to this story. There's so much to everybody else's stories that watches this channel and comments. There's just a million different scenarios, like I said before, guys. So whatever you're doing, if it's working for you, then great. If it's not, then you might look at something else, right? The only problem I found with Butrans was working in the sun in Florida, and many people who work out in sweat hard. Yeah, I remember you saying that, Zach. Yeah, if for people who, you know, maybe they have a high stress job and they're sweating a lot, then maybe the Butrans patch might not be the best option for them. Or, you know, if you're constantly sweating out there in the sun in Florida, I could see that would be an issue. I know when I talked to Dr. Chris Park about it, he said probably best not to go get in the sauna, because I usually use the sauna a lot. I used to use the sauna a lot. I haven't used it for a while. Let me skip down through the comments, guys. I'm going to take just a moment, guys, to give you guys the old disclaimer here. Remember, guys, I'm not a doctor, and nothing on this channel is medical advice. If you're struggling with addiction, please seek out your own medical doctor. Everything on this channel is for entertainment purposes only, and for me to share my experience with you, and for you to share your experience with others. Also, I would like to thank the one and only sponsor of the week, Sir Kingdom Within. I don't see him here in the channel, but shout out to you, Kingdom Within. He sent a $10 super chat on the live stream last week, guys. He was the only sponsor of the week, and that hasn't been like that for quite some time. So you guys, if you guys want to show some love, you can do so in the description box of each of the videos. There's a link to be able to do that with the Cash App or with the Venmo, or you guys are able to do so here on the replay, super chat, super sticker, whatever, guys. Shout out to you, Kingdom Within, baby. Depression is getting to me. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Is it Leonid? Am I saying your name right? It's kind of a challenging name to say. Marky says, I'm done driving. Sorry, guys. I missed a bunch of comments here. Let's see. Sorry. So Adrian says, yes, the 300 milligram shot. My next one is 100, then I'm done. My 2 injection depots are still big as day one. So I'm confused on that. Laugh out loud. It's medicine, right? The lumps would be gone if the meds were gone, right? Yes, absolutely, Adrian. So the 300 milligram shot will last many, many months. It's going to go away very slow. Remember, guys, the half-life of this medication is 45 to 60 days. Most people, it's going to be 60 days. So what does that mean? If you get a 300 milligram shot today, it's going to take 60 days for half of that shot to go away. You'll still have 150 milligrams after 60 days. Okay, so it'll probably take 6 months for one 300 milligram shot to physically go away. Okay, and I believe that even when you cannot feel them any longer, I still think there's some of the depot still in there, guys. So just keep that in mind. If you do still feel your lumps and your lovely lady lumps, if you guys do still feel your Sublocade lumps, then yes, you clearly have a decent amount of medication still in your system. Absolutely. I think when I got my first 150 milligram shot, I literally think I could feel it for like 3 or 4 months. And that's half of the 300 shots. So the 300 shots going to last even longer. That's what's so cool about the medication is it lasts. It goes away very, very slowly, right? Adrian says, also, I threw all my extra medicine. I didn't want to, but my wife made me, and I'm so glad she pushed me to not have the meds on hand. Hopefully you guys have heard me say and stress what Adrian just said. If you have a lockbox, if you have a prescription that your doctor gave you that you can go fill of oral Suboxone, you're going to do it, guys. You're going to do it. If it's boredom, if it's curiosity, it's not going to be withdrawal. I can almost promise you that. You're not going to have withdrawal kick in once you're on Sublocade, guys, even in the first month, all right? Unless your doctor really messes something up. So I always suggest for you guys to get rid of your oral Suboxone dose as soon as possible, because every day that you do not take an oral dose is one extra day that your brain has rewired not to have to rely on taking a medication just to feel normal for the day, right? Side note, Zach, have you done your live stream yet? I'm like so out of the loop on YouTube stuff, guys. I've been getting back to my car hustle. As I was telling people earlier in the chat today, I bought a Cadillac this morning to kind of fix up and work on. So I'm getting back to my car game. Let's see here. Kev, I'm going to send you a video of my squat and deadlift. I got a bunch of ish by my coach that it wasn't good. What, is your form all jacked up, Marky? Is that what you're saying? My coach said it wasn't good. Yeah, send a video, man. Just give me a little bit of time. Sometimes it takes me a while to get back to emails, guys. I haven't been checking my emails lately, so I actually have 3 email addresses, and sometimes I just get, ugh. Let's see. The Buca comes in individually wrapped films, just like sub strips. Wow. All right. I need to look into that. I'm surprised I haven't heard of this before. Buca. Very interesting stuff. I love learning new stuff like that, especially when it comes to like buprenorphine products. Calila says, I will come on in 2 Wednesdays to share my first shot experience. Write it down, Kev, and email me to remind me, please. Callie, you missed out on the girls' day. Remember when we had a girls' day, and I was like, Callie Love, where you at, girl? And I think the only chick that come on was Jill that day. I haven't seen Jill for a while. Hopefully she's doing okay. But yeah, as soon as just whenever you're ready, Callie. I haven't really been having a lot of guests on lately. It's kind of a pain in the butt to like plan that all out. So you're always welcome here on the show, though, Callie. You know that. Whenever you feel comfortable, just let me know and we'll get you on here, girl. So Laura says substrips. Has anybody talked to Mama Deb? How's she doing? I'm surprised I'm not seeing her in here at all today. Hopefully she's doing okay. She's probably got to be like 20 days off Suboxone now. Anybody talk to Mama Deb? How's she doing? I always think about all you guys that like have like my little YouTube relationships with. Like I'm always thinking about everybody's, what everybody's going through. I'm thinking about you guys all the time. So hopefully she's doing okay. Crypto Gypsy. What's up, Crypto? What up? What up? I think Crypto recently got on Sublocade too, if I can remember that right. So let's see. There's so many of you guys who are in Florida. Oh shit, Kingdom Within did make it in here. Shout out to you, Kingdom. I was just giving you a shout out for the the sponsorship last week of $10. So shout out to Kingdom Within. Glad he could make it up in here as always. I was watching one of his videos talking about, are you a good person? Side note, guys, if you haven't seen Kingdom Within's channel, he is a supporter of the Kickin' Addiction YouTube channel. He does a lot of spiritual talk, religious talk on his channel, and I've seen many people get value from my channel on his. I see tons of comments on his channel from people who were regulars here on my channel. So if you guys haven't yet seen his channel, please go check it out. I really would appreciate if you guys could do that. Show him some love over there. He's a good dude. So shout out to Kingdom. Hopefully he's doing okay with his Kratom taper. He's kind of working on a Kratom taper right now. Let's see. Love how Kev laughs at the haters. Haha. FloridaMandan. So it sounds like FloridaMandan says, he says, I've been getting a lot of "you're not clean" comments, and it's really irritating me. So Florida Man, I would say, so Florida Man just got off of fentanyl, not just got off, he's been off fentanyl for a while with the help of Suboxone. And yeah, it's really easy for people to come on here and say stuff like that to us here on our YouTube channels, right? So I would just say, if they're being like rude to you or something like that, Florida Man, I would just block them, dude. You know what I mean? Like if they're, it's just super easy to get on here and judge people where they're at in their recovery. As far as like, I'm usually, you know, I don't know, like I don't put up with a lot of bullshit as far as like if somebody's talking shit on some videos, talking crap, sorry, I don't mean to swear. If somebody's talking crap on one of my older videos, I'll usually just block them right away. Because we're putting ourselves in a very vulnerable position here on YouTube, talking about this kind of crap, right? And we're airing out all of our dirty laundry for the whole world to see, and talking about our addiction, for God's sakes. You know, for someone to come on here and talk crap like that, I wouldn't tolerate that, Dan. I would blocky. But for him to go from freaking fentanyl to 2 milligrams of Suboxone, for someone to say that he's not clean, F off is what I would say. It's like, yo, did you take caffeine today? You're not clean. You took a caffeine drink. You drank a soda pop. You're not clean. Like people like that shit drives me crazy, man. It kind of sounds like something somebody would say like in the AA classes. That's probably somebody, it's probably exactly who it was. Somebody from like some strict AA class or something like that. That I find that a lot of those people can kind of say stuff like that to people who are on Suboxone or buprenorphine. Subs give me energy boosts and a little more motivation for my day. Yeah, see, it's just like when that guy told me that, he's like, I don't feel anything from Suboxone. I come from fentanyl. And then just hearing Florida Man say that it's super strong for him. If he goes from like 2 to 3 milligrams, it's noticeable and he can feel the difference, even such a small dose. You know what I mean? So it's like, I've done polls on this channel. Many people are feeling something from their Suboxone. It's a heavy duty medication. We all know this by now, guys, right? It saves lives. We all know this too. It's hard to get off of. We all know this too, but there are people doing it right now. I've had many people on the channel who have done that and who are doing it now. Like, you know, back in the day when I kind of first started YouTube, there really wasn't anybody that was being very successful getting off of Suboxone back in 2018 or whenever that was. But there are more and more people that are finding their way off of this medication, especially, you know, in recent years. So people are doing it, guys. I became an addict due to all the South Florida doctors writing me so much for 9 months for a broken arm, then cut me off. Now I didn't even get more than 3 days of payments for a hip replacement. Woo! That's got to be rough. That sounds pretty painful, I'm not going to lie. Callie says, everyone show some love to the channel. Hit that like button. It's free, baby. Oh, yes. I like that. I like that. People have been hitting the like button. I see 22 likes on this video, guys. Can we get that over 25? I know we can do it. 25. Let's see. 25. We got 35, 45. Give me 25. Give me 25 likes on this. What's up, Brands Recovery? How you doing, buddy? I like your new picture, man. Oh, dude. Wait, I've seen your did you change your name, Brands Recovery? Because I was talking to somebody else that had your picture recently, and it didn't say Brandon's Recovery TV. It said something else. I remember thinking that I had a shirt that looked just like yours in that picture. It's weird that YouTube is like, some people is changing their names or something's going on. I'm seeing a lot of people with different names on YouTube. So if something happened and your name changed, try to let me know so I don't get you confused with somebody else. Be careful. I've lost 2 teeth from Suboxone. The dentist told me to rinse with baking soda after subs. pH is a 3 is the same as Coke or Pepsi. pH. What's pH? Yeah, a lot of people have lost teeth from Suboxone. A lot of people. I did a poll on that as well, I think a couple months ago, and there were a lot of you who told me that you believe that Suboxone has done more damage to your teeth than would have been without it. So many of you guys know that there is there's a lawsuit going on, I believe, right now with Suboxone regarding this issue. King Within says, yay, hit that like button, y'all. Yes, Marky just dropped a link to my Cash App if anybody would like to contribute to this channel. If you enjoy watching these live streams or sharing your information, any sponsorships help, guys. Subs like orange in your mouth. Again, whenever you laugh in your videos, it makes me laugh, dude. Like, you're freaking. He was talking about. I remember Dan was talking about. Like the I can't remember what he said, but it was something like, as soon as you put your Suboxone in, you gotta like back everybody up for 15 minutes and like don't talk to me for 15 minutes. That shit was funny. I can't. He had a name for it. I don't remember what it was though. Oh, was there some trolls in here, guys? Did I miss some troll action? Your mom's got you, Kev. Damn, laugh out loud. Kev will work for egg whites. Yes, I need some egg whites up in here. You got to keep these babies rolling. Will work for egg whites. I need to get a sign on here that says that. Nobody's heard from Deb. Does anybody talk to Deb outside of YouTube? Okay, so Zach says, I'm going to try to live stream after you're done tonight. Okay, so you got that all set up. I seen like a video that you said that, I think Marky had called it, that you need like a 24-hour notice to do your first live stream. Let's see, eggs are expensive these days. Shit, I will work for eggs. They've actually gotten a lot cheaper here in Utah. They went from like $7.50 to like $3.50 over the last couple months, thankfully. I'm very thankful for that because, dang, I eat a lot of eggs. Your boy eat a lot of eggs. Oh, there she is right there. And there's Mama Deb right there. She says, geez, I'm late. I didn't think you were having a live today. Oh, gotcha. I got you, Deb. Yeah, I actually wasn't going to. And I think that you probably thought that because I didn't have my little, the little thing that says when I'm going live. I didn't do that today. So that was kind of an issue, I think. How are you doing, Deb? Can you give us an update? I was asking about you a little bit earlier. I don't know how long you've been in here, if you even heard me ask about you, but damn, Zach. So Zach says, I just spent $13,000 at the dentist in the past few months. I made a video not too long ago, guys, talking about the comparison between Sublocade and Suboxone as far as teeth damage goes. You guys can see that video. I think I put it out like a week ago. And in that video, I kind of jokingly said something like, it could possibly save you from spending $100,000 at the dentist. And I laughed, but then I thought about it for a second and I was like, wait, I think some people could rack up that kind of bills, right? If you have a ton of root canals and replacements, and I know how expensive dental work can get, guys, right? So Zach just said $13,000 he spent on teeth over the last few months, right? And Zach was on Suboxone for many years. So I definitely am, honestly, I definitely believe that Suboxone does cause premature tooth decay or teeth issues, because I talked to so many of you about this, right? pH, the acidity, I should say. He said, I'm feeling a little withdrawal from it. Wait, what happened? Probably wasn't me. So Brandon's recovery is going through withdrawal right now? Oh, shoot. Okay, sorry, I didn't see this comment. So he says, I'm working my way down, Kev. I started at 12 milligrams, now at 8 milligrams. Yeah, take your time with that, Brandon. No rush, my friend. No rush, my friend. So, subs give me superpowers, Zach says, right? And Zach has been on some low doses too. I appreciate the love, Kev. Kingdom says, absolutely, my friend. Deb is doing good. I'm surprised she's not here right now, but maybe she'll jump on in a bit. Sub gang. Oh my gosh, you guys! I'm sorry how many comments I missed. I'm scrolling up. So Crypto says, "Yep, I got my second shot scheduled for this Friday." So how was your first shot going for you, Crypto? Sorry, guys. My bad. I smacked the like button so hard that I think I broke it. That was really cool, Zach. I'd seen a comment you had made recently about, I think it was on a video that I did a poll, asking which substance are you on, and it was like the Suboxone Sublocade, Kratom, and nothing poll, and Zach was like, finally I'm able to click not on any of the above, and I just thought that was so cool, dude. Like, it's just been so cool to see your journey this whole way through. So I'm really proud of you, Zach, and I know a lot of other people. It's funny because I see a lot of people make comments from time to time, like on my channel. They're like, oh, did you know Zach off of Suboxone? I'm like, they don't know that I've been talking to you, like there's people like that will talk about like other channels like I don't know them. And guys, trust me, if there's a Suboxone channel on YouTube or a supplicate channel, I know about them, and I've watched the videos. I spent way too much time. So yes, I know who everybody is. If you've got a YouTube channel talking about this stuff, I've definitely seen you on here. I was watching on FloridaMandan's channel, and somebody was talking about Joe. They're like, have you seen this dude on YouTube? He takes like 36 milligrams. Yeah, his name is Joe. Like, I was surprised FloridaMandan hasn't known about him before. I was really surprised about that, but I was just like, I don't know. It's just interesting to see how other people like talk about other people and they don't know that everybody knows each other already. Shout out to Joe. Hopefully he's doing okay. I always try to reach out to him through his last video, but sometimes he doesn't ever respond to it. I don't think he's a big YouTube guy. So what all did you have to do to your teeth, Zach, to spend 13 grand? That's a lot of money, man. I'm sorry. Good thing you're such a baller, hard worker over there. The Kratom taper is going very well. I feel that I've gotten through the hard part of the withdrawals and now feeling a lot better since I continued with my taper. That's good, man. I'm really good. I'm glad to hear that you're doing better now, brother. Just keep hanging in there, my friend, and don't feel like you have to rush off that stuff, right? Remember, you've got plenty of time to taper as you need to. I know sometimes, like when we're tapering, things can start to get really challenging, and if you need to pause the taper, whether that's Kratom or Suboxone or whatever you guys are doing, be good to yourself, guys. because this stuff is challenging. I talked to Dr. Chris Park the other day, and I showed him the difference in how many people have switched from Suboxone to Sublocade, and he was pretty impressed by it, I think. Dr. Chris Park and I are going to do another video probably this summer. We're going to do our third video together. I was talking to him for a second about that. So shout out Dr. Chris Park. Hopefully he's doing okay. I know he's really busy in his medical practice, so that's good for him. I'd love a new grill, 40 G's. Woo! Damn, 40 grand is what it costs for a new grill. Zach, I was listening to that guy you were talking about, the epigenic guy. I forgot his name. Yeah, I seen that video Zach was talking about. I was watching a little bit about the epigenic stuff. Kind of confusing. I need to sound like Zach was pretty convincing with what he was talking about, though. So it sounded like I wanted to kind of look into it more. I just haven't had a lot of time for YouTube stuff lately, guys. Trying to get back to my car stuff. The sad thing is I already spent $30,000 to crown all my teeth in 2012, and now I've got $15,000 in damages due to Suboxone. Damn! 45 grand you got into your teeth? Holy smolies. Oh my gosh, that makes me so scared. You guys are hearing what these people have had to spend on their teeth, guys. My teeth are hurting from subs. Yeah, Brandon, I remember what it felt like. Sometimes I felt like my teeth were sore after taking Suboxone. I was like, why are my teeth sore? That's scary. I don't like it. But somebody had mentioned earlier to rinse with baking soda. I think I've heard somebody else recommend that as well. So 36 milligrams, WTF. Yeah, I think sometimes Joe takes more than that, even like 40. I think I've heard him say he takes like 40, sometimes 50 milligrams. Oh, it's a lot, guys. It's a lot. Joe has said that Suboxone is his drug of choice, interestingly enough. So I don't hear many people say that. So Joe is definitely in an unhealthy relationship, you could call it, with Suboxone, right? Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't. I'm trying to remember. I know that I made Joe start a channel, and I know that I made Matt start a channel. I was like, you guys need to start channels. And like, it was funny because I had Joe start a channel like after I first spoke with him like 4 years ago. And just going through like Joe's journey with him and watching his older videos. It's very interesting to see how much we change over the years. Like when I watch my old videos, I'm like, oh my gosh, I was so nervous on here. I watched a handful of his videos. Yeah, crazy situation, huh? I think in Joe's first video, he says, my friend Kevin like told me to make this channel. It was so cool. I always encourage as many people, you know, are able to. If you can start a little channel here on YouTube, like I'll send as many people as I can to support you. Like I'm seeing people do that, like, and supporting each other and trying to help each other through however they can, right? No, Zach, I'm not. Let's see, I'm not doing it. That's how much it would cost, probably. That's what Marky says. Gosh, I can't believe how many of you guys are in Florida. There are so many of you guys. Jay says, how's Lost at 40 doing? Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to him for a while, so I hope he's doing okay. I haven't seen any new videos from him for a while. I told him when I talked to him a while ago, I said, dude, like your videos are getting a lot of views. Keep making videos, right? Because the traction on YouTube, it comes and it goes. And trust me, when it goes, it sucks. Like you'll start to get a lot of, I mean, shit, half my videos lately have only getting like 100 views. I'm like, what am I even doing on here? I know that if you label the video Suboxone withdrawal, it will definitely get more views because people are so curious about the withdrawal of Suboxone, right? Joe's a sweetheart. Yeah, he's a sweet dude. I really like Joe. Dr. Lipton woke me up big time. Got 10 crowns and 3 root canals and 4 fillings. Oh my God, dude, that sucks. Hopefully they were at least kind enough to give you some gas for that treatment. Dude, I'm so bad with dental stuff, guys. I get gas even when I'm going for cleanings. I'm that paranoid. And I have to have them lay down a blanket because I get soaking wet in sweat because my anxiety goes so high when I'm in that damn dentist chair. Even for a cleaning, guys, I literally can't do it without the gas. And I am so paranoid at the dentist. Oh, it scares me even to this day after all the years and I've been getting cleanings done and stuff and like braces and stuff. Like I'm still super afraid at the dentist. We got 19 people in here, guys. Let's see how many likes we got on this video. Hopefully we can get this over 30. I would appreciate 30 if we could do it. So we got 23 likes, guys. We got 19 people in here. Please, if you hadn't yet, just reach down and just smash that thing that looks like this. Just smash it. There you go, guys. I see there's one right there, 24. There we go. I appreciate that. I have a feeling that Sonny S is about to pop up in here and say what's up. It seems like he always pops in here right about now. So I'm calling it right now. I feel like Sonny S is about to pop in the chat. I'm kind of bouncing around the comments, guys. I just got to say, I just seen my boy Kevin C pop in here. What up, Kevin C? My man. He says, yo, Kev. What up, Kev? More shorts, Kev. Yeah, did you see I've been clipping videos from I had a bunch of videos from you on the channel, Kevin, when you were on here with us. You had a lot of great information on that. So over the last month or two, I took a lot of time and went through and watched older videos, and I started taking short clips from my videos, and I still have more that are coming out. But as you guys know, I got a little bit overwhelmed here on the YouTube channel, so I haven't been as active, but I've still been pretty active here. So yeah, I am still planning on in the future going through other older videos when I've done interviews with people and taking, little bits and pieces, little golden nuggets, I should say, from the interviews that I've had with past guests, things that I think will help other people in the future, right? Like little motivational things that some have said. So I'm going through and rewatching older videos and clipping them up. So if you guys see my shorts coming out, that's generally what that's going to be from, is a clip from older videos of people who I've had on here. Yes. Marky Rizzo just sent $5 Cash App. Baby, baby, baby. Let's see what he says. Hold on, guys. So Marky Rizzo just sent for Yoke Juice, baby. So Marky Rizzo just gave a $5 Cash App to the channel. Shout out to you, Marky Rizzo. I'm glad you're still up in here, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm glad Mama Deb is still up in here. It was kind of weird seeing you guys not on here for the first half hour of the live stream. I was like, gosh, I hope they're both okay. So good to see both of you in here. Shout out to you for the $5 Cash App donation, my friend. I really appreciate you. You've always been a contributor to this channel, Marky. And you've also been on the channel a couple of times as well. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, we had Marky on the channel with Sonny S 2 weeks ago now. And they shared what it was like to be off of Suboxone for 1 and 2 years. It was a great video for anybody who wants to know what it's like to be off of Suboxone for a year, 2 years. Sonny S is off for 2 years now. Go watch that video. We had a lot of great conversation in that video, guys. So shout out to Marky for also being a moderator here on the channel as well. So Shout out to you guys, baby. Ooh, baby. Also, we've got to 25 likes on this video, guys. We usually try to get to over 30. So we're only in an hour and 15 minutes. So we're doing good, guys. Things are looking good. Do any of you guys have any questions for me about my Sublocade? I've now been off of the oral Suboxone for 6 months. So it's been 6 months since I've had to do the daily dosing. And let me tell you guys, I'm sure you guys can tell through some of my recent videos that it is a huge difference to go from having to dose twice a day to being able to go 2 months between a 5-minute doctor shot. So my Sublocade treatment has gone better than expected so far, and I'm definitely getting to the part to where I feel like I'm probably ready to let this go. So Kevin C has been off of he took his last Sublocade shot 2 years ago. So he's been off of Sublocade now for 2 years. So shout out to you, Kevin. Good to see you in here on the channel. I know Kevin does a lot of work on the Reddit forums. So he actually come up with a saying on Reddit that I found before I even ever talked to Kevin. And the saying was, Suboxone saved my life and Sublocade saved me from Suboxone, guys. So that is a saying that is on Reddit. You'll see a lot of people say that. And Kevin is the one that came up with that saying. So shout out to Kev. It's been great to get to know you guys over the years on this channel. It seems like I have so many friends out there. I'm just thinking about how many different people I know that are out there in the world that I could call you guys friends here. So shout out to you guys. Jay says, how's lot? Oh wait, I already read that earlier. So let me scroll down, guys. Sorry, I'm so far behind in the comments. I'll try to get caught up here. I'm going to scroll through the comments here. Loris said, spent 45 grand on teeth, so I'm living with my mother to save money. Nate S, 20 weeks off of Suboxone, says it's a beautiful thing. Shout out to you, Nate. I'm glad you keep coming back and letting us know how things are going. Shout out to Nate S for being 20 full weeks off of Suboxone, guys. Wait, it will go away, Deb? What happened to Deb? I didn't see that. Let's see. Deb, how is your Suboxone stuff going? Did I miss where she said something about that? I know Deb's probably like somewhere around like 3 weeks off of Suboxone now, guys. Has anyone woke up in the middle of surgery due to being on Suboxone? That happened in the middle of my hip replacement in 2019. They said they gave me enough meds to kill me at my weight. What? That's really scary sounding. I hope nobody has woke up in the middle of surgery. And so they said it was because of Suboxone that happened? That sounds kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. There we go, guys. 27 likes. 27 likes. Can we get to 30 on it? We got 20 people in here. 20 people. 20 of you beautiful people in here. Let's see. I'm curious about what Marky said. It will go away, Deb. I promise. Let's see. I have a night guard, but I spit it out every night while sleeping. Oh, was it Deb that was saying she grinds her teeth in her sleep? Sorry, guys, I'm bouncing all around in the comments here. Marky, I thought you said you wanted a new girl and would pay 40 grand. Oh, a new grill, not a girl. Big Huncho says, I was on subs. I used Kratom to get off. Now I don't want to do anything without taking Kratom. 3 years. Yeah, I do see some people that do that the same thing as Big Huncho says. They try to take Kratom to get off of subs, and then Kratom is now their new crutch, right? And side note, guys, I just seen a comment the other day. Somebody had asked, if I go from oxy addiction to taking Suboxone for a week, and then stop taking Suboxone, will I have a withdrawal? And the answer to that, guys, is absolutely yes. And because you haven't gone through your oxy withdrawal, right? Because Suboxone afforded you to skip your withdrawal, right? So whenever people go from one substance to another, specifically when we're talking about Kratom or Methadone or Suboxone or Sublocade, any of these things, if you jump from one substance to another, your withdrawal hasn't started yet, right, guys? Your withdrawal is on pause until you stop taking whatever is hitting on your opiate receptors, right, guys? So please don't think that you can go from full-blown oxy addiction or fentanyl addiction to taking Suboxone for 7 days and then you're just done and there's no withdrawal. That's not how it works at all. Okay, so I hope everybody, obviously everybody doesn't know that, but I hope I could just imagine being somebody going from oxy to taking Suboxone for 7 days and just thinking, oh, cool, now I'm good and I'm done now. And then boom, the storm shows up, right? Kimmy says, hey, y'all. What's up, Kimmy? Big Huncho, get a scale and get a plan. Start measuring. Yep. Yeah, I always tell everybody who's on Kratom, you need to make sure you understand how to measure and make sure that you keep track of your doses. Because if you're just blind scooping, or especially if you're taking these Kratom shots at the stores, those have so much Kratom in them, you guys. Stick with the capsules or stick with the powder, please, guys. Do not start buying these $15 Kratom shots. We were talking to Mama Cindy on here last week. She was spending $100 a day on Kratom shots, guys. That's $3 grand a month. Don't do it. Don't do it, guys. And I know some of those shots don't even say that they're Kratom. It's like something else, right? Like the Kratom extract shots. Please be careful with that stuff, guys. Do not start taking that stuff, please. Huge, huge doses of Kratom in those shots. Start measuring and get a plan, just like Marky said. I'm doing very good. I don't even want to take subs anymore. Sleep is getting better too. Wow, Deb, you're freaking killing it, girl. Woo-wee! Mama Deb out there kicking ass. She did the long, slow taper and it working great for her, guys. How long did it take, Deb, for the oral stuff to go away? Was it like a week or two after you stopped? Like when your brain stopped getting you to want to take something? Yeah, I've been completely off Suboxone for about 16 months. I tapered off the strips. Congratulations, Kimmy. That's badass. Yeah, there are a growing amount of you guys who are doing the taper off of Suboxone and finding success, guys. So I know that I haven't had the best success tapering off of oral Suboxone in the past. That's why I tried Sublocade, and I'm feeling pretty confident about it in the future. So if you guys don't have the option to get on Sublocade, you don't have the health insurance, you could try to find, I haven't brought this up yet, guys, but there was a way, if I was in active addiction, and this just happened to FloridaMandan's friend. He got approved for Sublocade for a year for free, guys, 12 shots for free. And in fact, in my local area, they were actually going to be paying me to take Sublocade if I was in an active opiate addiction, right, guys? So that was my downfall, was that I wasn't in active opiate addiction. So check around in your area, talk to some people, talk to whoever you need to talk to in your area that is based around recovery and stuff like this, guys. You might be able to find somebody to get you Sublocade for free, or even some people, if you're in active addiction, you could find one of these trials and they'll actually pay you to try Sublocade. Freaking incredible stuff, guys. I can't imagine getting paid to be on Sublocade. Give me some cash me outside. How about that? We got 28 likes on this video, guys. I know we can get over 30. I know we can do it. We got 20 of you people still in here watching, guys, please hit that like button. If you have any questions for me about my past opiate addiction or Suboxone or Kratom, Sublocade, guys. As you guys know, I'm now on Sublocade. I've been on Sublocade for 7 months or so. It's been a bit now. So I'm nearing the end of my treatment. 20 people in here, guys. I'm going to go to my doctor tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'm going to ask if they could put me on Sublocade. Let me know how that goes, Brandon. Yeah, a lot. Even more than I thought are switching or have already switched or are switching to Sublocade on this channel. Don't forget, guys, who was the original OG on YouTube. I literally can't find any channels that deep dive into Sublocade like this, guys. So there are going to be more channels coming, I could promise you guys. As there should be, right? The first 11 months or so were rough, but I'm doing so much better, Kimmy says. Deb says, yep, grinding teeth. That's how I broke 2 teeth. Damn. Yeah, the girl that I'm dating, she also does that in her sleep too. So sometimes she asks me, she's like, you hear me grinding my teeth? Yeah, I would definitely do those mouth guards as Marky was talking about. It sounds like you already are though. So Deb is 3 weeks and change since March 5th. She's been off Suboxone. 20 weeks, I bet a perk 10 would rock me right now. Yeah, absolutely, Nate. Yes, it would. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Do not hit that reset button. I know you're not going to, but don't do it, my friend. Thing is, when I got off Suboxone, I gained 40 pounds like almost immediately. I've been counting calories for 3 weeks now and coming off slowly. Yeah, a lot of people do gain weight once they come off of buprenorphine products. That's definitely the norm. More often than not, but some people are reverse, right? Some people actually lose weight. For me, I dropped a bunch of weight at first. Whenever I was in withdrawal from Suboxone, I would drop a bunch of weight immediately because my appetite would be totally gone, and then I would gain it as time got off, right? Kingdom Within, I'm going to go ahead and repeat this one. He says, I repeat, do not purchase Calis Shots. It will definitely ruin your tolerance like it did mine. Please take my word for it, 100. And I'm going to back Kingdom Within up on that, guys. Do not buy the Kratom shots. You're going down a dark road if you start doing that, guys. I promise you. Don't do it. When I talked to Mama Cindy last week, she had no idea how many grams were even in those shots, right? She was, what did she say? She was doing 7 or 8 shots a day, guys. And I had done some research on that, and it was a lot of Kratom she was taking. I mean, $15 each, and she was buying 7 or 8 a day, guys. That's a brand new, beautiful home you could be buying just to take Kratom shots. So Deb says, yeah, about a week, then I made up my mind I would never take subs again. So she got rid of the oral thoughts about wanting to take Suboxone within about a week after getting off. So for me, once I switched to Sublocade and I got rid of my oral stash that I had, it was about 1 to 2 weeks for me to stop thinking. And ever since then, I haven't had any type of cravings or desire to take Suboxone or want to feel that kick in like I used to feel it. Guys, I actually finally got my recovery tattoo a few weeks ago. I'm so happy about it. Fist bump. Kratom shots are strong. If I didn't take them every 3 hours, I was getting hot and cold sweats. I spent $70 a day for a year And when I jumped to heroin, I had a very high tolerance due to Kratom. I know you guys heard what I just read, right? I took subs for around 6 years. I tapered off. I got down to 1/8 of a strip. So Big Huncho, have you considered going back to Suboxone? I mean, what's your plan, Big Huncho? Or the Sublocade shot? Yeah, he was in Portland, Oregon. Or are you just going to do like a taper with your Kratom? He was in Portland, Oregon. So anyone in Portland who's still hooked on Fent, look into it. He got on Subutex first, then the shot. Yeah, so if anybody doesn't know how the Sublocade shot works, you have to get put on oral buprenorphine for at least a week before they'll give you the Sublocade shot, just to make sure that you're not allergic to that substance, right, guys? And to kind of try to stabilize you a little bit. So they will definitely make sure that you're either on Subutex or Suboxone, right, before you'll get the shot. True, I know people who stop subs, switch to fast-acting opiates for a few weeks, taper, then thinking it would help the sub withdrawals. Yet, yes, subs were out of the system, but then withdrawals still came. Absolutely, Peter, yep. Yeah, if you bounce from one of these substances to another, withdrawal's still going to be there waiting at the end. And the withdrawal might be faster or slower based on if you're coming off of Suboxone or fast-acting opiates, right? Or Kratom, due to the half-life is so different. For me, Suboxone withdrawal was much milder than full agonist withdrawal, but lasts quite a bit longer. Yep, that seems to be the norm from what Kimmy just said. I would agree with that as well. But we'll see. I think they only offer subs and methadone. Yeah. I mean, at least talk to him, Brandon. The doctor that I went to at first, they never even talked about Sublocade, right? And then I had to ask them about it, and then they started talking about it. But this was back in like 2018 when I first started going there. I wouldn't be surprised if those shots were laced with bad stuff. Yeah, I mean, there could be anything in them, right? Like, what do you think could be in there, Marky? When you say bad stuff. I gained weight from drinking hot chocolate and ice cream and eating ice cream. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. I was taking Kratom shot every 2 to 3 hours all day, every day for a year, and it was the worst thing I ever tried to detox off. Skin crawling all over, worse than ever. I was addicted to the K shot, which is the Kratom shot. It was the best Kratom shot I tried, and it was very hard to get off. Plus, it was $15 to $20 a shot. I was taking 3 a day. Insane. See, guys, so we're seeing a lot more people have been struggling with shots, Kratom shots, right? K-Shot is the brand name of Kratom shot. I believe some Kratom shots are laced with something else for sure. That's interesting. I wonder what it could be in them. Somebody should do a test on them. The full saying is, the devil whispered, you cannot withstand the storm. The warrior replied, I am the storm. Oh my gosh, that is badass. I love that saying. So is that what Kimmy got tattooed, it sounds like? Listen to that saying, you guys. The devil whispered, you cannot withstand the storm. The warrior replied, I am the fucking storm. I love that. That's badass. Powder Kratom did nothing for me after using Kratom shots for so long. I was eating tablespoons of powder and almost blocked my intestines. Wow, I almost got caught up in the comments. Woo-wee! And we got 30 likes on the video. Good job, guys. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all. Oh, I'm proud. Oh, I'm proud. Macho madness. Indeed you are, Kimmy. Who makes it through sure is. Kimmy, that's really cool. I never heard that before. I haven't either. Addictive fillers, maybe. Who knows? Just had a fat New York cheesecake slice. Yeah, it's laced with dirt. See, Florida Man said he had no withdrawal from Suboxone, which blew my mind when he said, or not Suboxone, from Kratom. And that blew my mind hearing that because I don't hear that a lot, guys. But I don't know exactly if he was taking the Kratom shots or if he was just taking like the capsules. Like, obviously, that's going to be a big difference. The tattoo also has some references from my favorite book series, The Sword included. I won't ever touch the Kratom shots. I'm good on that. Oh my God, Dan. Dan says, Kratom is coffee. It's in the coffee family, though. That is hilarious, bro. I can picture you over there laughing right now in Florida, laughing about that comment. It's just coffee, though, bruh. That shit's hilarious. I took the powder for a while, but eventually got so damn tired of the nasty taste. Now the thought of taking it makes me sick to my stomach, thinking of the taste. Dan, I fell for that last year. The Kratom shots are not regulated, so whatever's in it, we don't know. All the trials and tribulations you made it through is a testimony to where you'll be. Tunnel vision. Ah, there he is. There he is, Sonny S. I was thinking he would be here about 20 minutes ago, but I was about 20 minutes off. There he is, though. What up, Sonny S? Good to see you, my friend. Nah, just powder, that red bing dot. Okay, so he was just taking powder. Okay, so that makes a bit more sense then. Sonny S, a legend. Kratom, it's everywhere. Marky, what up? What's up, Kev? Good to see you, Sonny, my man. I got caught up in the comments. Ooch, 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 ooch. 20 people in here, guys. Please smash that like button if you have yet not done so. Has anyone had insomnia due to subs? Yes. Actually, are you talking about from being on them or coming off, Laura? Both can be true. I know FloridaMandan talks about how when if he takes his Suboxone at night, it keeps him up all night, and he's only on 2 milligrams. So, yes, it can do it either way. On them, yes. Yep. Some people, when they get the Sublocade shot, it keeps them. I remember Anthony C. I had him on the channel. He said he couldn't sleep for like a day or two, right? So some people from buprenorphine products, Suboxone, Sublocade, can get insomnia due to even higher doses, right? It's probably due to being a partial opiate. Because for me, whenever I would take like Oxy back in the day, I couldn't sleep, but I would be like so relaxed and chill on it. But it would keep me awake all night, just laying there in bed, right? So yeah, Brandon Recovery says, I get insomnia. They gave me insomnia the whole time. For 5 years, I hardly slept. What time of day did you take your dose, Laura? Yeah, if your Suboxone is keeping you awake at night, try to take the dose first thing in the morning, guys. Also, if you're having sexual side effects from Suboxone, it can help if you try to take your dose either after your playtime or first thing in the morning. That way, by the time it gets to nighttime, you're not so numbed from it, right? That's kind of how I looked at it. Twice a day, that could do it. Because when I get it for work, I'm still tired. Deb, hey, you, hope you're doing well. 16 months off and libido still isn't fully back yet. Wow. That's interesting. It would take so long for libido to come back. I would think taking your dose in the morning would cause insomnia. Because for me, I had to take a dose every 4 hours at least. Otherwise, I would start to feel rough. What, Zach? With Suboxone? I could see that on Kratom, but not Suboxone. Unless you're, I mean, if you're talking about when you're on your tiny doses, then yeah. See, for me, if I was on a really small dose of Suboxone and I took it in the morning time, then I would have insomnia due to going into withdrawal at night, right, guys? Also, when I was on low doses of Kratom, I would take like 2-3 capsules before bed, and then I would wake up at like 4 or 5 in the morning because I would start to go into withdrawal, so it would wake me up. So yeah, there are many different, some people are more sensitive to than others are. Some people, the buprenorphine can keep them from falling asleep. Some people, if they're going into withdrawal, that also can obviously cause insomnia. So just remember that we're all kind of different with that as well. And depending on the dose has a lot to do with it too. Oh, here's a good comment from Douglas. Douglas says, I really appreciate your videos. I've been on a very low dose of subs for years and have been wanting to stop for years. I'm going to try the Sublocade the end of May. Awesome. Great. Yeah, you're welcome, Douglas. Thanks for sharing that, my friend. Douglas, do you want to share what doses you're going to transition to and from? I'm always curious for you Sublocade people, what dose of Suboxone you came from and what dose of Sublocade you started on, and how was the transition dose? Was it too strong or was it not enough? Those are usually the details I like to hear from people who switched from Suboxone to Sublocade. I'm trying to get as much information to help others going forward in the future. I've got it pretty dang ironed out, but I'm always trying to get more information as far as the doses, guys. Let us know how that transition goes, Douglas. Hopefully it works out really good for you, my friend. Dan says, they all gave me insomnia and that manic energy all of this crap does. I had no sex life for 5 years due to subs, 0 libido, and I'm down to 0.5 milligram of it. Wow. Yeah, I had anything above like 2 milligrams, and I definitely had libido issues, or even performance issues, you could call it. And so that was always a big motivator for me when I was on oral Suboxone to get down to lower doses. I always did much better on lower doses, and I've said this plenty of times in the past, so sorry for repeating myself. Like for me, it was anywhere between like 0.5 milligram and 2 milligrams was like my sweet spot for being on Suboxone. That was where I felt pretty dang normal. I wasn't having withdrawals. I wasn't overly constipated, but I wasn't having like runs either. So it was like a decent balance. Like my perfect dose of Suboxone would be 0.5 milligram to 2 milligrams, right around there. Honestly, probably like 1 milligram would be the best sweet spot for me, I would think. It's funny that I can remember how I felt on all these different doses. I think 1 milligram, if I had to choose one spot to stay for the rest of my life, if I was going to stay on subs for the rest of my life, it would be like 1 milligram. It's pretty crazy how 1 milligram of this little strip can can change so much in our daily life, right? You can make excuses or you can produce results, but you cannot do both. I love that. That's great. It's true. Zach says that's when I was taking my 32 to 40 milligrams a day. Same with my taper, though I had to take it 4 times a day or even 6 hours in order to feel okay. Holy crap, dude. I don't think I've heard anybody say that, Zach. With my taper. I might be misunderstanding you, Zach, but dang, taking Suboxone 4 times a day, that's a lot. That's a lot of times a day to have to think about. I'm sure you didn't have to take it 4 times a day when you were on higher doses, right? The greatest power on this earth is in one word: gratitude. No, Kimmy, just better in your prime. So basically, sub saved my life, but robbed me of teeth and sleep and sex. I feel you, Laura. I feel you. I definitely feel you. I've definitely had my issues with Suboxone for sure. And yes, it did save my life for sure. Somebody was making a comment on one of my older videos about how the old Suboxone, the N8s, had the sword, like live by the sword, die by the sword type of thoughts around it. And it's just like, it seems like Suboxone has such a variety of people comments about it, right? Like some people, it's like the miracle, it's the best thing on earth, and then it seems like it's the people that have been on it for many years that really start to kind of despise the medication. It seems like Suboxone has like a sweet spot of like 6 months to a year. A lot of people do really good with it during those times. And then after like a year or two goes by, then some people, not all, then some people start to have issues with teeth and sleep and sex, like Laura says. Yeah, Mark, that's how I tried to look at it. I wasted my 20s and a lot of my 30s on opioids, trying to make up for lost time. Yeah, I feel you, Kimmy. I'm 41 and hopefully I'm at the tail end of this shit. Hope to God, I was like, this is about 20 years if I'm able to wrap this up like I'm hoping to be able to. It's going to be about 20 years that this has taken. I mean, I'm talking. I would be willing to bet that my addiction has cost me millions of dollars, and I'm not exaggerating, guys. The time that I put into like researching this stuff and watching everybody's videos on YouTube and creating this channel and responding to everybody's comments, coming on here every week, making video, like commenting on other people's Suboxone videos. It's just like going to the doctor, like, damn, just thinking about my addiction all day. You know, it's taken a huge chunk of my life that I'll never get back. Hopefully the 100 milligram, me and doctor are still trying it out from watching your videos, and I'll have to go up to 2 milligrams. Awesome, Doug. So your doctor's watching my videos? That's so freaking cool, if that's what I'm understanding you. So what's your dose at right now then, Douglas? So yeah, I would say I'll have to go up to 2 milligrams. Yeah, I wouldn't be on any less than 2 milligrams as I took the 100 milligram shot. I would say the perfect dose to go to 100 milligrams is probably going to be, honestly, right around maybe 3 milligrams. Like if I was to do it all over again and I was going to go to a 100 milligram shot, I would probably be about 3 milligrams, somewhere right around there, really close to 3 milligrams. Next Thursday, I'm telling my story on Nicole's channel. Awesome. Sweet. Yeah, I'm going to be on Nicole's channel on May 11th, I think it is. Let's see. She wrote me down. Yeah, I'll be on Nicole's channel on May 11th. So that would be cool to see your story on there, Kimmy. Oh, side note, has anybody watched or kept up with Luke? Didn't he? I seen like a topic that he said is he already out of treatment? How's he doing? Anybody know anything about how Luke's doing? Any updates on Luke? For me, Suboxone is perfect to use as a crutch while we put in the work on ourselves and get our head right. Then once we do that, dealing with withdrawal and cravings is much easier. I'll keep you posted how it goes. Please don't stop doing what you are doing. You definitely have the most information on this subject than anywhere else. Awesome, Douglas. Yeah, that's my hope, is to be like the main dude on YouTube as far as supplicate goes, just because I know how awesome it's been for me to experience this. So I definitely have other videos that I've already recorded that will be coming out in the future talking about this stuff as well. And I also have some videos coming out about Kratom, some about Suboxone. So we'll kind of keep the conversation kind of going, kind of similar how it has been lately. And I'll definitely let you guys know how how it is for me to come off of Sublocade in the near future. So if you guys are interested in seeing how that goes for me, you guys know I know exactly what it's like to go through Suboxone withdrawal. So I'm extremely curious to find out how Sublocade is coming off compared to Suboxone, and that's the main information that I want to be able to give to you guys in the future, especially since so many of you guys are going to Sublocade and have already switched to Sublocade. I jumped off of 1/10 of a milligram and I kicked for a week all night, but at that point I just wanted off. A lot is going to change with this big move I am approaching soon. New beginnings. Kingdom Within, do you ever talk about Kratom on your channel? I would love to have you make a Kratom video, dude. If you have, please let me know, because I'm not sure if you talk about Kratom much on your channel. I really think that you should do it, though, if you can, my friend. Or maybe at least do like a video every once in a while talking about Kratom and like how it's affected you and how it's been for you and stuff. I would really be interested in watching that. Deb, how long were you on 1/10 of a milligram? Is 8 milligrams too much to switch to Sublocade? No, Brandon, that's actually like almost a perfect dose. So if somebody's going from 8 milligrams of Suboxone, then you would go right to the 300 milligram shot of Sublocade. And that's like almost the perfect transition dose. If I was on 8 milligrams, that's exactly what I would do. Get the 300 milligram shot. And that's honestly, that's closer to what the drug manufacturer recommends people do, is that most people, they want people to start at the 300 milligram shot. Sublocade really needs to come out with some updates as far as different starting doses for people who have tapered down to lower Suboxone doses. Because for many years, I wanted to get on Sublocade, but I couldn't do it. They wouldn't let me because I was on such a low dose of Suboxone, right? So now things are changing. Doctors are going off label is what they call it. And what that means is that they're going off of the original drug maker's recommendation of everybody gets 300 milligrams first shot and second shot, and then goes down to 100. Doctors out there, they're adjusting from the norm. So hopefully if you guys find a doctor, if you're interested in Sublocade, try to find a doctor who has more experience with Sublocade. if possible. It's not always possible, I understand, but the more experience they're going to have with Sublocade, the more they're going to trust it like I do, the more they're going to be willing to go off label by adjusting the doses, right? Or you guys are welcome to show them a video of mine. I make shorter videos talking about this stuff, and I actually have a shorter video coming out very soon talking about off-label versus the copy and paste Sublocade doses. So you guys watch for that. It'll be out in probably a week. It's already recorded. It's already in the queue. So that would probably be a really good one to show your guys' doctor. If you want to veer from the copy and paste 300, 300, 100, 100. But yeah, Brandon, if I was on 8 milligrams Suboxone, I would go right to the 300 shot and just go from there. Brandon's Recovery TV, I'll be going live soon to talk about it. Awesome. Below 0.25 for over 2 months before jumping, then below 0.25 last 2 to 3 weeks. I did 2 videos so far on Kratom. How long ago did you do the videos, Kingdom? I don't know if I've seen them. Maybe I did see one, like back in the day, right? A while back? Or have you done recent videos on Kratom? I haven't seen them if so. I have been kind of out of the YouTube loop for a minute though. Does this channel have a Patreon or a Telegram chat? No, Kimmy, I don't have those. I actually thought about doing, getting the members thing going. Maybe once I get to like 2,500 subscribers, I might start doing that. Because I've seen a lot of other channels, they're doing the member stuff. Or is that what it's called? Memberships or something like that. So I might offer that in the next little bit, guys. I might wait till I get to at least like 2,500 subscribers and then start doing that. We'll probably wrap this video up in the next few minutes, 5 minutes or so, guys. If you have any other questions, comments, concerns, anything, please drop the comment right now, guys. I know I try to keep these somewhere around 2 hours so I don't drag this out all night long. I thought of making one for Kev and just emailing him the username and password for him to change. You thought about making one? Making what, Marky? A video? Or did I miss something? Oh, is Marky talking about making a Patreon? I don't even know what that is, honestly. I don't know a Telegram chat or Patreon is. I'm not good at like I don't do social media. Like YouTube is all I have. So I know that's another reason that's going to take this channel forever to get some more traction. And I see a lot of the people that do get a lot of traction on YouTube. They have multiple, like what's the other one called? Like Instagram and what's that other one? TikTok. I've never even seen TikTok. So yeah, I'm just not very good at social media stuff. So I know you kind of have to do those things if you want to get any traction on here probably, but oh well. It's all good. It's all good. My doctor plans to give me micro doses of naltrexone after a jump off of buprenorphine. This helps stimulate new receptor growth to speed through pause. Micro doses of naltrexone. I think I remember seeing you make a comment talking about that a while ago, Laura. Yeah, that definitely sounds different. I haven't heard of that, but it sounds interesting. That sounds very interesting. You'll have to let me know how that goes. Micro doses of naltrexone. Like, what would the how would they give you, like orally or what? That's interesting, Laura. I've never heard of that. Yeah, I haven't either. I had a hard time coming off of the naloxone when switching from Suboxone to Subutex. A Discord or a Telegram. Yeah, I've never even been on Discord either. Carrie, what's up, Carrie? How are you? Hello, everyone. Hello, Kevin. Hope everyone's doing good. Look up on YouTube. There are clinics doing this. How hard is withdrawal from Kratom? CGO says. It really depends on how long you've been on it and what your dose is, CGO. How many milligrams a day are you taking? Or how many, not milligrams, how many grams a day are you taking? A couple months ago, but not recently. Dude, you should do a new one, man. Because I know your doses and stuff have changed recently. I'll have to go search for that video, though. I don't think I've seen, I'm trying to remember if I've seen you talk about Kratom on your channel. Only after you are totally off the buprenorphine, you can take very, very tiny doses of naltrexone, and it helps speed up the recovery. It's very tiny doses, though. Surprised I haven't heard of that either. Hey, bro, you're at 2,000 subs. Yeah, it's getting there very, very slowly. That's right. That's all good, though. It's fun because it's like I know, you know, I know the people. I'm knowing their scenarios and their situations, so. You're doing good without other social media platforms, Kev. Yeah. I mean, I've had some help along the way too, right? Like I had Rockin' Roberta put me on her channel, and I've had Nicole put me on her channel. I mean, you guys have seen how many different people have been on this channel. Like, there's been a lot going on with this channel. I've done a lot of interviews on this channel. I've had a lot of good people on this channel sharing awesome stories on this channel. Half of a milligram is strong to jump off Laura, especially if you've taken them for time. Taper down 2.2 something. 3 months is still hard. Many use gabapentin. I was at 50 to 60 grams a day, and the withdrawal was pretty horrid. Yeah, that's a pretty high dose, my friend. So if I was personally at that dose, then I would either start getting a notebook and a pen and keeping track and slowly tapering, or consider switching to Suboxone because of the longer half-life. I believe I would rather take 1 or 2 doses of Suboxone per day than take 5 or 6 different, you know, big scoops of Kratom per day. Personally, that's my outlook on it. Some people might not agree. Or if you're doing okay on that dose, then I would just slowly taper it and just stick with Kratom just to keep it simpler. You know, I'm not sure if you have Suboxone experience or not. A lot of people do get on Suboxone to get out of Kratom addiction. Specifically the higher doses of Kratom addiction, right? Like usually the smaller doses of Kratom use usually isn't that big of a deal. But it is different for everybody though, right, guys? Okay, guys, we made it to over 2 hours. We've got 32 likes on this video. If you need, if I missed a comment or something and you guys need to say something, please drop a comment on the replay of the video. We'll try to go ahead and do next week again as well. And keep an eye out for other videos I have coming out as well, guys, okay? Be sure to hit that like button on the way out. We can probably get that over 35 likes here in just a minute, I'm sure. There you go, guys. 33. Make sure there's no other questions I'm missing here. Your boy got to eat and get to the gym. Shoulder day today. Okay, guys, 2 hours and 5 minutes. We've gone over schedule here. I love you guys. Hope everybody's doing all right out there, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.